What if I didn't try and I would actually succeed? A lot of girls find me attractive. I know it's not hard to believe. You are afraid of success because you're afraid that you will have to change up your lifestyle. You're afraid that you'll have to do more work. You're afraid that you'll have to cut off your friends. Hey YouTube, I'm Tevin, but you guys can call me T. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of success. Here I was thinking that we're afraid of failure, but no, we're afraid of success. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid to try and it doesn't work out. I'm afraid that I'm gonna take all the risk and what if it doesn't work out. But that's the key word, what if. You are afraid of success. You're not afraid of failure because you know it's going to work out. But here's the thing, you know you have to change the friends around you. You have to change your lifestyle. You have to change your habits. You have to become more disciplined to achieve the life you want to achieve the goal you want to achieve. So you decide to stay comfortable. You decide to stay in your old habits because you know it's gonna pay off. Yo, believe you me, I'm taking a risk. Like, all the odds were stacked against me. Everything was stacked against me. I'm an immigrant from Jamaica, living in Hamilton, basically learning things on my own. Yeah, I have family. Most of the stuff that I know, I learned them on my own. I learned them by going out of my way. Yeah, and I know there's more people less fortunate than me, and I praise God that I was given a helping hand by him. I was helped by some people, but at the same time I had to figure things out on myself. I moved basically from, I turned an adult in Jamaica. I turned 18. I moved here. So most of the stuff I was supposed to learn, I didn't learn. So I had to figure those out on my own. So everything I'm doing, I'm taking a risk. I took a risk with e-commerce. I failed. I wasn't financially stable when I did it. But that put me back into the drawing board. I didn't get scared and say, oh, I'll never do it again. I said, yo, that's not the right time. It was not the right time now. And I'll go back to the drawing board, build up myself more, and at the right time, matter of fact, there is no right time. When I develop more as a person, I will go back into e-commerce. You are afraid of success. Yo, if you were born here, you were given opportunity, why not take the risk, bro? Yo, one time I was thinking to go into the army because I thought I didn't have any opportunity. But I sat back, I had a conversation with one of my mentors and he's like, yo, unless you really want to serve, don't do it. And I'm like, yo, I don't want to serve. I don't want to go to war for a guy I don't know. I don't want to go for war. I don't want to go to war for a country I wasn't born in. Yes, I know I live here, but at the same time, if I wasn't going to do it in Jamaica, why you think I'm going to come here and do it? And that's not even the major reason. I saw that, matter of fact, I basically had this internal monologue where it's like, oh, I do this, I'll be set. I can just chill back. And I'm like, yo, that's comfort. That's what you're running from. And then me and my mentor had that conversation. So my mind was just made up because I'm like, yo, if I do go into the army, I'm gonna be comfortable. Then something else came. People came and was trying to influence me, say, yo, go to trade school. And I'm like, nah, that's implementation. That's the lowest level of wealth. I'll be stuck working with my hands. And I was going to do it. But then again, I'm like, yo, why take advice from people not living the life that I want to live? Why not take a risk? Every successful entrepreneur took a risk to be where they are today. So I decided, yo, I'm not doing that. I decided to take a risk and become an entrepreneur. I decided to start posting video on YouTube. Yeah, I might have 61 subs now. I might have 60 subs. But yo, when I just started, the earliest I could remember me having was like 4 subs. And 2 of those, as a matter of fact, 1 of those were my account. I think the other one was my brother account that followed me, that subscribed to me. So where does the other 2 come from? And I remember I was stuck at like 30 for a while. Then I was stuck at 50 for a while. Now I'm at 61 and I'm stuck at 61. But I still decided to take a risk because I'm not afraid of success. I'm more afraid of failure. What if I didn't try? What if I didn't try and I would actually succeed? What if I did try and I succeed? But no, I chose to remain stagnant. I chose to remain comfortable, and I will never know if it actually work out. And I see myself not doing that. I still see myself, I wouldn't say afraid of failure in terms of that. Maybe even afraid of success. A lot of girls find me attractive. I know it's not hard to believe. You niggas really think I would say it's hard to believe. Anyways, a lot of girls find me successful. But I'm afraid that this is the only part I'm afraid with success. I'm afraid that, yo, I'll go and talk to a girl and I'm like, I get her, but at the same time, I don't see myself in any relationship right now. Like, this mode I'm in, I don't have time for anyone, bro. Like, yeah, I might work a job, I might work 2 jobs for 16 hours, but for me, as soon as I get up, I'm working, and as soon as I go to my bed, I'm working. That's when I clock out. Like, when I go to my bed, when I put my head on the pillow to go to sleep, that's where I clock out. So, yo, I'm not afraid of success otherwise than that. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid that, yo, I don't take the risk and it was going to pay off. I'm afraid that everything that I learned, every struggles that I went through helped me to, was supposed to help me to become the person I am today. And I decided not to make one move, and everything that God ordained for me just went down, just got dumped off somewhere. I went down a different path. I'm afraid that I would fail. So I work so hard. I put in exceptional amount of work so that when I get back the result, it's exceptional. You are afraid of success because you're afraid that you will have to change up your lifestyle. You're afraid that you'll have to do more work. You're afraid that you'll have to cut off your friends. You're afraid that you have to break off that relationship. You are afraid that you know you're going to achieve your dreams. You know you're going to achieve your goals. And because of that, you're afraid that you know you have to cut off everyone and go into isolation because that's the only way you're going to achieve your goal. You are afraid of success and you don't want to take the risk. You don't want to take the risk to put yourself in debt. But at the same time, meanwhile you're going through that struggle, when you bounce back, you're going to make more money than what you lost. You're afraid of all the bad outcomes, but you rather suffer instead of going through the pain of building your character, building yourself into the person that God ordained you to be. I'm not afraid of it. Yo, I embrace that nowadays. I embrace all the pain that comes with it. Like, yo, I gotta get up at 5 tomorrow. It's after 1 now. I got like 7 things left on my schedule to do. But yo, those are like easy breeze through. The hardest thing to do is to make a video, and here I am right now. After I finish this, I'm going to take a shower, meditate, edit the video. Not this video, edit the next video so I have it to post tomorrow, Friday. This video will most likely come out Saturday, or even if I like this video, I'll post it tomorrow. And then once I finish that, it's off to my bed, bro. The best thing about tomorrow is I only work 1 job, and that's from 8 to 4. So after that, I'm going to the gym, and after I go to the gym, I come here, take a shower. I have plans tomorrow evening, so yeah, that's it. But yo, I'm done telling you guys about my personal life. I'm not afraid of success, bro. I'm afraid of failure. If you are not afraid of success, hit the follow button. Make sure to subscribe to follow me on my journey to become that 1% person. Follow me or walk with me on that journey so that we can become that 1% person. But yo, that's it for the day. Peace.